Hello and welcome to the screencast on installing Atom, Yeoman, Bower and Grunt, and optionally Git. A little about myself. My name is Fernando. I'm a web designer developer, and I have used several workflows in my career, but this one has so far impressed me the most, so that's why I'm sharing with everybody. Side note, this is a follow-up video to a usage example I did with this same workflow. So if you're interested in seeing that, I highly recommend doing that because this is just an installation of it. So if you're interested in how it works, great, come here, install it. But if not, just move on. This is just going to be a waste of time. Alright, so assuming you've seen the usage or know you want to get this installed, let's start first with the text editor, which is called Atom. Their website is atom.io. It is a text editor made by GitHub. It is free, and it does look a lot like Sublime for those that use it, and those that do use Sublime will see the similarities. If you want to learn more details about it, just check out their site. Come here, look at the documentation. It's got GitHub version control built in. So for those of you that use that would be great. The platforms supported are Mac OS X, Windows 7 and 8, Red Hat Linux, and Ubuntu. So depending on your OS, this button will change. Come down here, you download the installer. It's a zip, so you extract it. Once you extract it, just drag it over to your applications folder. Once you're there, open it up. And upon first installation, you will see a welcome screen. So take a look at that. Once you get through with that, you'll see the workspace. And I'm just going to open up a project that I'm working on just so you can see. You'll have your tree view on the left, which you can hide and show with command backslash, right? And I'm just going to show you real quick what the code could look like. This code here, this is all how it looks and everything is determined by the theme. Now, I'm not going to go over how to customize Atom here because I did that in the usage example, but there are packages I installed that do make it look like this, or how you work a certain way. What's cool is that you can actually split these panes however many ways you want. So you can do 3, 3x3, 4x4, whatever you want. And just wanted to also note that for those that use GitHub, you'll see these colors here. Orange means that it's been modified, and green means that it's a new file. So that's really helpful when you're working with that. Alright, and so that covers Atom. Let me get out of here, and the next one we'll be installing is node.js. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and we do that by going to their website, nodejs.org. If you're unsure if you have this installed or not, you can always open up terminal and check, and the way you can do that is go to node version and npm version. And if you get versions back, you're good to go. If you want to update to the latest version, you can go npm install global npm at latest. Alright, and that should actually give you the latest version. So you can do it that way, or you can just follow the steps to install it using the package manager, which I'll do right now. Close that. Click this. It's going to ask you to install. I already downloaded it, so save some time there. Open this up. This is going to tell you what directory it's going to install it to. Continue. And I'd be surprised if you don't agree. And click here, click continue. 63 megabytes. Okay. Going to ask for your password. Type that in. Now it's going to tell you where node.js is being installed and npm. You don't really need to know much about Node for this, but just know that npm is what you'll be using a lot. If you have any configuration issues, make sure that that is correct. And if you need to figure out how to do that, just Google that line there that I have highlighted, and it should point you in the right direction. So let's go ahead and close that. And just to make sure we have it installed correctly, let's just type these back out, and you have your versions. Okay? And so that's it. So up next is Yeoman. All right, and to do that, we're actually going to use Node's npm package manager to do that. So I'm just going to go over their sites real quick, and this is how you do it. You just basically type out npm install -g, which is global, and type in yo. Now, hold on. That's only if you want to install Yeoman. Okay, if you want to learn more about it, it's basically a scaffolding tool, which means that it will populate a folder structure for you with predetermined index and app and style folders for you, so you don't have to recreate that every time you have a project. All right. Bower is basically a package manager, so that's where you'll find cool libraries or plugins. Like I use animate.css a lot and Fotorama.js, and you can actually find those here. So, for example, there you go. All right, and Grunt is a task runner, so basically it will do all the reloading, all the really repetitive stuff in the background, and do it automatically for you, saving you a bunch of time. All right, so the way you do this is you open up terminal, and we can install all three, knock these all out in one command. The way you do that is go to npm install, and you go to global yo, which is going to install Yeoman, Bower, and Grunt, right? So bam, click enter, let it do its thing. Hopefully this doesn't take too much time. Okay, and there you go, and now it's installed. Important thing to note: if you are unable to do this and it's prompting you or telling you don't have permissions, and do not use the sudo command, okay? I will post a link on how to actually install it correctly without doing that, but do not do that, because that will mess it up, and then you're going to have issues, and you don't want that stuff. Alright, so let's check what we just installed here. So I'm just going to check, let's go yo version, let's check the Bower version, and let's check grunt CLI version. Did I type that out correctly? Oh, probably not. I think it's just grunt. There we go. So they're all installed and we're good to go. Alright, and what's up next is Git. If you don't know what Git is, it's a version control. You can check out their web repositories, which is github.com, and search for anything that's cool, or just check it out. Basically, it's open source code libraries, and you can help contribute and improve any projects that are available, right? So good way to check if you do have that installed. If you're unsure, is just type in git here, and if you get this command, you're good to go, or you can always just go git version, right? And that should populate the version. Close that. Now, if you don't have it installed, like almost 99% of people watching this, you can go to git-sem.com. You can go to downloads, choose your operating system, click download manually, click the direct link to not waste time, and so that's going to download that version, right? And I already did that, so here we go. Oops. Let's see here. No leopard. Nope, it's not what I wanted. Go to your downloads. This is what you just would have downloaded. Open up the DMG file. Click on the package installer, and you may have to modify your settings here. So we'll go. I believe it's security. So that's going to be here. And oh, here we go. So we're going to open this up anyway. Alright, so now this is the installation guide. Click continue, click install, password. Yay. Okay, and you're good to go. So now you should, be able to type in git version, and it should tell you the version. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Now that we have everything installed, what I'm going to show you now is how to install your first generator. And a generator is what you would use when you begin any project. And to do that, let's go here. So the generator is provided by Yeoman, and we can go here just to give you a brief overview of what it is. For example, like if you're building an Angular app, you would start with the Angular generator, right? If you're building a regular web app, you can use this one. If you're using Gulp, which is an alternative to Grunt, you can use that. And they have a whole bunch. They even have a WordPress one, Genesis WordPress, mobile version. So anyway, take your pick. But I'm going to show you web app. And the way you do that is you can do npm install global generator web app, right? Oops. And what this is going to do is it's going to install it in your computer, so you can always use it to populate any project anywhere. Just give this a few moments here. All right, and to check if you have it installed, you can go to let's see here. Should have the command. You can type in npm list-global depth equals 0, right? Go to that, and this will show you all your local installed generators. In my case, I have the Angular, I have the Gulp web app, I have a few there. Here's the web app we just installed. All right. So once you're done with that, you can search for more by going to the Yeoman site, just like I showed you earlier, or you can use this command. You can do yo search. Actually, no. Just go to yo, and this will prompt you with what you want to do, right? These will be your pre-installed ones, your ones available to use right away. You can install a generator, and this you can use this to search for it. So let's say I'm using an Angular app. It's going to search for all the generators with Angular in it. This takes some time, and then here we go. So we got Angular Foundation with Foundation Framework. We've got, Agile, Axiom, Bootstrap with less, bunch of goodies. So anyway, you get the point. And you choose it and you install it. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how to use that generator to create a project. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out of that. And I'm going to go to, let's see where I am here. I'm in my user folder, so I'll just make something here. So I'll just make a directory, and I will call it testing. And I'm also going to go into that directory in the same command. Okay, so now I'm in this. And here, you simply type yo and whatever generator you want. Or you can type in yo, press enter, and choose it from here. So I'm going to choose web app. Are you sure you want to? Yes. It's going to ask you if you want to include Bootstrap and Sass and Modernizer. Yes. So I'm just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to choose Bootstrap, and that's going to create the folders. It's going to create all the templated files that you would normally use. It would create the file structure. For instance, going to create a folder called app, and inside that it's going to have images, styles, scripts with already existing files inside those, so you don't have to recreate those. It's going to come with a fav icon. It's going to come with the robots.txt. It's going to come with the index.html. All that good stuff. You don't have to waste time populating that. Now, I fast-forwarded the video just to save everybody time, but when you create a project using the generator, it takes around 30 seconds to a minute to actually install everything. So give it some time, and then once it's done, it's going to prompt you here, right? And I'm going to show you what it installed. So you can do a list here, see that through the terminal, or I already opened it up here. Now, This is the app folder I was telling you about. So it's got all these files that are standard and are ready for you to start modifying. Right? And that's not going to work because I'm not running it from the server. These are the Bower components, so anything, a dependency, anything that's added to it will go here. If you add animate.css or another plugin or package, it will go here. And these are your other files. Now, I'm not going to go into details of all this stuff, but this is what's important, app, right? So as soon as you have that, let's say you want to start testing it, right? So let's just run grunt serve. All right, and that's going to create a local server for you, which you can use to create your app. All right, and this is how you would do it. So actually, I'm going to show you the geekier way on how to open up Atom with your project. So when you're in Terminal and you create that project in there, you can actually type in Atom, and it will automatically upload, open Atom in that project folder, right? So this is the same project folder I was showing you earlier. Now let's run the local server again. I had to cancel it just to run that command, but that's about it. So I'm going to go into Apps, I'm going to go to Index, and this, what you see here is here on the right. All right, so I'm going to change this to Testing. And as you can see, live reload, and there you go. So you can start creating your app. Okay, so that wraps up the video. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to post them below. And thank you for watching. Bye.